Okay, let's get into it. Today, we're doing a really focused deep dive, looking at just one substance from a specific historical text. We're talking about Ammonium Valerianicum.
Yes, or as it's also known, valerianate of ammonia. And for this, we're sticking strictly to one source, Boericke's Homeopathic Materia Medica.
Exactly. So, our mission here is pretty straightforward. Figure out what this text says about it. How does Boericke describe valerianate of ammonia, and what were its traditional uses, according to this source only? And, well, right away, it paints a very specific picture.
It really does. What's interesting is it doesn't just give you a list of symptoms, it starts by describing a type of person. It actually says this remedy is for nervous, hysterical people.
Right, so it's setting the scene, isn't it? Focusing on a particular kind of individual, their overall state, and there's one key characteristic it highlights within that state.
That's right. The text really emphasizes the presence of great nervous erethism.
Okay, erethism. What exactly are we talking about there? It sounds intense.
It basically means like an abnormal level of excitement or irritation. So, great nervous erethism. Well, it suggests a really significant heightened state of nervous excitability. Not just minor anxiety, but something more profound.
So, a really high strung state. Okay, so for these people, nervous, maybe hysterical, with this great nervous erethism, what actual problems, what symptoms does Boericke say this remedy is supposed to help with?
Well, the source lists a few key things. It starts off with neuralgia headaches.
Ah, okay. So headaches that are specifically like nerve pain related.
Yeah.
That seems to fit with the whole nervous state idea, right?
Precisely, yeah. And then it also mentions insomnia.
Trouble sleeping. Again, makes sense if someone's in that kind of agitated, nervous condition.
Exactly. It follows logically from the description of the person.
So headaches, insomnia feels
Yeah.
very connected to that stressed, sort of overwired state. But then the text brings in something else, a connection to a part of the body that maybe isn't the first thing you'd think of. This is where it gets quite interesting.
It does, yeah. It makes you wonder about how they saw those connections. The source specifically links Ammonium Valerianicum to the heart.
The heart. Really? What kind of heart issues does it mention?
It lists pains in cardiac region. So, actual discomfort or pain around the chest area.
Wow. Physical pain near the heart linked back to this nervous condition. What else about the heart?
It also talks about functional disturbances of the heart, kind of more generally. And it gives a specific example. Tachycardia.
Tachycardia, so a rapid heartbeat.
Yeah, fast pulse.
Okay, so pains, general disturbances, fast heartbeat, all tied by this text back to being nervous, hysterical, and having that great nervous erethism. It's a quite a specific cluster of symptoms.
It really is. And the text also adds a little practical note on usage.
Oh, yeah.
There's a brief dosage guideline. Lower triturations.
Lower triturations. What does that mean in practical terms within homeopathy?
It basically means using the preparations that are less diluted. So, closer to the original substance, more material doses compared to the very high dilutions.
Oh, okay. So using more of the actual substance, relatively speaking. Got it.
So when you look at this whole picture from Boericke, what really jumps out at you?
For me, it's just how closely the source ties that described internal state, that nervousness, the erethism, to these very specific physical symptoms. It's not just, oh, you feel anxious. It's these headaches, this insomnia, and then specifically heart pain and a rapid pulse. That direct line drawn in the text is pretty striking.
It really is. It kind of underscores how, in this traditional view at least, the remedy wasn't just for the mood, but for the whole state, where that nervous energy had these tangible physical outlets, particularly affecting the heart.
So wrapping up this quick look at Ammonium Valerianicum, based only on Boericke's Materia Medica, the picture we get is a remedy for nervous, maybe hysterical people with that great nervous erethism. It's aimed at their neuralgia headaches, insomnia, and these specific heart issues like pain and tachycardia, and suggested for use in lower triturations.
That's the essence of it, yeah, from this one source.
So thinking about this description, just from Boericke, what's particularly striking to you, the listener, about that specific link, the connection between that nervous state and these seemingly quite different physical and cardiac symptoms? What might that tell us about how that internal feeling was thought to, well, physically manifest itself, according to this tradition? Something to mull over, perhaps.
You can finish one box, you finish it lah, don't keep. Don't keep. Just finish it lah, finish it. Just got a lot of food also.